Hi, I'm here at the Arts Alliance Center in Nassau Bay on this beautiful sunny day in the summer with a lot going on. I'm here with Deborah and also Carol Wicklander, and we're going to talk about what's happening in art. Tell me what's happening at the Arts Center these days.
Well, we've got a lot happening. We just finished up with the student arts camp that ran all the month of July, and we had all these nice things that the students had made during the month all on display around the room, but those are coming down now to get ready to receive high fiber and raw materials.
Well, I heard that's a great exhibit coming up, and well, first of all, tell us a little bit about some of the kids' art. When they're going back to school, and I know part of the Arts Alliance is to educate kids and get them involved to be our future artists, and you're good at doing that, so it looks like we had some good art.
We had some terrific art made. We offered about 160 classes, all periods during the day, 4 weeks of art camp, week-long sessions each, and we had several hundred kids, what, about 400 kids come through.
Well, that's great. Well, let's do a little retrospect. Tell me a little bit of history of the Arts Alliance, because a lot of people that are new in this community, right, Carol, they come, they drive by, and Deborah, and they don't know what's that building over there, so maybe give you a little update.
Kay Taylor Burnett, probably about 15 years now, gifted the Bay Area with this building for the arts, and named it the Arts Alliance Center at Clear Lake, and we enjoy it now and use it for monthly art exhibitions for children and adult classes, really all ages, and then special events. And we're trying to get a movie night off the ground. We're hoping this fall to get jazz going again.
Yes, I heard the music is coming back. And what are the hours are open, Carol, here?
10 till 6, 10 till 2 on Saturday.
Okay, so it's open most of the day, and people can come and peruse the art, right? There's no charge to come in. We have, of course, coming up this great exhibition. And is there a charge for that to come?
There is no charge.
There's no charge. Well, what kind of deal can you do? See the great local artists from the Bay Area and Houston and around Texas displaying some of their finest art locally. If you're not doing anything, or put it on your calendar to come out and see some of the great art at the Arts Alliance. Well, let's walk over here and see some of the new pieces that you have for the high fiber and
raw materials.
Raw materials, okay. Okay, well, here we are at this table, and I have to say, it's unusual art.
It's very unusual.
Well, Deborah, you be the connoisseur, explain some of these pieces, like, my goodness, let me see this right here. What is this? Look, I mean, it looks like well, it is, it's a deer, right? Or is it, what is it, a squirrel or a deer? Where are you?
It's a deer. I'm getting out of the way of the antlers. Now I'm at the tail. It's a deer in crocheted fabric by Elaine Bradford. She comes to us from downtown. We're always excited to have downtown artists come our way too. And she actually is an artist in residence at the Contemporary Craft Center downtown.
Oh wow, well, that's pretty big. That's a very fine artist. Well, what about that piece over there?
This piece right here is one of 9 baskets made of fibers that come from old dress patterns that her mother used to have. It's by Lisa Worthen Kelly, who is an artist who's worked with us for years. Now she's moved downtown, and we don't like that, but she still comes back sometimes.
And that looks like a wine bottle or something, a cork or?
This actually was a piece of wood that was going to be turned into a lamp base by this artist, Marilyn Lancer's father. And he died, she decided to repurpose it in this base for this sculpture of found materials and this little figure up here that balances. And she's great at turning junk into wonderful.
Well, it's quite unique, I think. Now let's talk about little traditional pieces here. This, of course, looks like a quilt, or appears to be a quilt.
Right. This is by one of our very talented artists, Sue Garman.
Oh, she's renowned worldwide. I think she makes products, I think, for Kmart and Target. She's designed things for them as well. But look at this.
Look at the
that is a piece of work,
handwork on this. Now we were wanting to have a fiber show, and we knew that all of the traditional artists would come out. Many of them not quite this gifted though, but...
Well, you know, Sue Garman's is very interesting because she was an executive, right, a NASA scientist, and she took that, her creativity, and now does this full time. I'm quite interesting, huh? And what about this piece here? Cut glass?
This piece is by Michelle Miller. She's another one of our invitational artists to this show, and this is the reason we called it raw materials too. It's not exactly raw, but my explanation to the artist in hoping to get them to come out for it was treat the materials in a in a less manipulated, more casually, more spontaneously. And so Michelle, who does very lovely traditional stained glass, pulled this one together, which looks like, I think it's called the Wave, but everybody here
Yeah.
thinks it looks like a hurricane.
Oh, I love it. I think it's a beautiful piece. And,
Very nice.
and right here, our final piece, we've got more coming in. You guys, you got to come out to the exhibit. Look at this.
This piece is by Glenna Shellhuber, and it's the only piece that I've got so far that's thematic. When I was talking to the artist at our last opening, I said, you can deal with this thematically. High fiber raw materials, think in terms of the raw materials spewing into the Gulf, or the fiber
Oh,
that's
yeah.
used to corral those materials. And Glenna had painted this little landscape or seascape called I Must Go Down to the Sea Again. And it's perfect. The coloration and everything gives you the idea of something that's been polluted by materials that have been spewed.
Well, I have to tell you, I'm real proud of some of this beautiful art you've gotten and collecting and being on the board. It's really seen our association, our group come a long way. And what about that piece right there?
This piece is by one of our staff members, Tiffany Davis, and again, it's not raw material, but she's handled the clay and glaze in such a way that it looks like raw materials almost. It looks very primitive, and I think it's raccoon fired, so it's got that rustic look.
Yeah, and it has a nice weight to it too.
Oh, it does.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm very proud to be a part of the Arts Alliance here in the Bay Area. We keep our community civilized, and if you've got any extra money and you want to support a great cause, seriously, support the Arts Alliance, and they accept donations and membership right into the Guild, and maybe tell us a little bit about that.
We have a membership drive coming up, and we're looking for members, so you might watch your mail and send it in, turn it in, and we're trying to get a lot of people on board.
Well, nothing is for free, but admission is into the Arts Alliance Center is for free, so someone's got to pay the bills somewhere. So let's don't pass the buck, let's pass the hat and raise some money. Well, ladies, thank you. And so the next exhibit, what is it, High Fiber?
High Fiber and Raw Materials opens on the 26th of August, and come on out and hear the artists talk about these works. They can tell you a lot more starting at 5:30.
Refreshments?
Yes.
Always.
I'll be there. Okay, thanks, ladies.
Thank you.